Peace. $1.50. 2G what it is. 2G being 2000. What it is being arrest. Sounds live. Peace. $1.50. Yo, it's crazy. It's slightly past midnight of March 15th, 2024. And today being the 15th, 15 in the letter O. The letter O is the 15th letter of the alphabet. And today is the 15th day of the month. So the letter O is in the same place as 15. 150, I'm pushing my joint. Every time I get to 150, I'm pushing my joint. Because the Canon camera, the 1DX Mark II is on its way. You know what I'm saying? But know how I push the joint. I don't push nothing crazy like I'm chasing ambulances over again like I did with the M50. I'm not doing that. Now I'm pushing something different. When I get to the Canon 1DX Mark II, it's going to be crazy because I'm elevating. I'm elevating to another level. I don't know exactly what type of footage I'm going to, generate, but I'm not doing the card trick like the Nikon. The Nikon was crazy with the 52 cards in the deck because I vlogged with certain cards, on the vlog. So when I vlogged on certain cards with the vlog, and then went through the 52 cards in the deck with the remaining cards in the deck, that's crazy for the vlog to be in the same place as the 52 cards in the deck. So you know what I'm saying? The Canon 1DX Mark II is going to be crazy because I'm not doing the same thing. Now today is the 15th, the same place as the letter O being the 15th letter of the alphabet, 150 all day, every day. I got 26 gold shields geared so the A, 1A, 2B, 3C, 4D, 5E, 6F, 7G, 8H, 9I, 10J, 11K, 12L, 13M, 14N, and 15O, 150. That's how I geared 26goldshields.com. So when I got my information in that type of sequence, when I pushed the Canon 1DX Mark II, yo, it's getting crazy. Because I'm trying to cop these joints so I have transportation and I won't be on these crazy bus rides. I told you about the situation with the baby. The baby, that information is still circulating. And it's putting people in danger that haven't responded to these extremes. They saying they real, but they haven't responded to the extremes, the demands of the extremes to show up in person if necessary. They showing up like they got room to lounge and luxury of the information being real. So when they do that, people that don't agree with it start doing things like taking the baby that hit his head on the bus and throwing it at him. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. Like, who's going to sit there that long? But that's what they doing. That's what they into. They into that. You know what I mean? I'm not into that. I'm trying to, elevate. I'm elevating to another level. It's crazy. You know what I mean? I don't know what to say about some of the people that's doing what they doing, but the reality of it is real. You don't want to be in jeopardy of somebody throwing a baby hitting their head on a bus. Who's that crazy? But people doing it. You have to see it to believe it. People doing it. So listen, I'm doing the hip hop headquarters. I'm doing vaccine distribution. I'm doing Paxlovid pill at Amazon. When I say I'm doing vaccine distribution, it's the same place as Paxlovid being at Amazon. But when I'm doing vaccine distribution, I'm doing 24 hours in a day. The time on the clock, day and night, 365 days in a year, 12 months in a year, and 4 seasons. When I'm doing that, I'm taking the 4 seasons and aligning them with Moderna, Pfizer, Johnson Johnson, Novavax. So when I'm doing vaccine process, that's vaccine process right there. So getting the Paxlovid pill to Amazon so the influx of patients aren't crowded in the hospitals is in the same place vaccine distribution, but not in the same place per se, because it's directly related to getting the patients from in front of the full-blown patients that's in the hospitals, trying not to die with a crowd of immigrants that just got here. So that's crazy. That's crazy to have all those different platforms, to generate information. But I'm waiting on the Canon 1DX Mark II to be in a less of a place. When I push the M50, ambulance chasing is not going to get Paxlovid to Amazon. It's good to back it up, but it's not good when it's just bogged down the whole time. It's good when it show back up, like your year in review. When you see a year in review, and you see a fire truck or police car or ambulance, and that information is showing up according to information you generated, that's real. But when you got that type of information, then you got the Nikon generating another level of information. Kentucky Fried Chicken, Wendy's, McDonald's, Olive Garden, wherever, New York Stock Exchange. The Nikon was crazy with a deck of cards. Now, I'm not pushing the same thing I was pushing with the Nikon. I'm not pushing the same thing I was pushing with the M50. Now, I'm doing the Canon 1DX Mark II, but I'm doing it crazy. That's a flagship joint. That joint costs more than the Nikon and the drone. I copped that joint. I tossed the Nikon, copped that joint. And the way it happened, the people I was buying the drone from took too long with the refund. When they took too long with the refund, I said, well, I'm not even going to keep the Nikon, because I was going to get a gimbal at first. I was going to take the money from the drone and get a gimbal. When they took too long, then I said, well, I'm tossing the Nikon, because I wasn't running the cards no more. I got to the end of the deck of the cards, and I said, I'm not keeping this Nikon. I'm tossing the Nikon. They taking too long with the drone refund. So I ended up tossing the Nikon, tossing the drone, and I'm still going to get the gimbal, but I'm getting the Canon 1DX Mark II first. That costs more than the Nikon and the drone. Crazy. My chemistry is so strategical that, it's nothing to play with. I'm talking about generating vaccine money. I'm talking about generating Paxlovid money. I'm talking about generating hip hop headquarters money. I'm talking about generating, keeping the migrants at bay at the border. If they're going to enter the country, it's going to have to be legally. They enter in the country illegally, showing up in large numbers, crowding the United States. Like the United States got to be scared of the migrants that's approaching the United States. That's not real for the Americans. The Americans here, are faced with people coming from different countries all over the world, waiting for opportunities to be in a less of a place than the Americans. And, it's just not fair for Americans. Now, with the Canon 1DX Mark II, I'm going hard with the Canon 1DX Mark II. That's the flagship joint. It might be older, it might be outdated, it might not be as current, but it's so fire that when you take a picture of a bird, it's like this. It's one picture at a time, but it's so rapid that it go and you have the motion of the bird taking off and flying and wings flapping from picture to picture, and it's crazy how the new joint gonna look. I don't know how it's going, what type of footage I'm gonna be dealing with, but that's the type of combination that I'm dealing with, with the level of information I generate. That's crazy. So the Nikon didn't do that. The Nikon did the Wi-Fi. When the Nikon did the Wi-Fi, it did the Wi-Fi, it did the Kentucky Fried Chicken, it did the McDonald's, it did the Wendy's, it did all that. Not doing that again. That's going to be a good platform to depend on, because before anything got near me, like the kid on the bus that hit his head, before anything got near me, I tossed the Nikon. That's not near the Nikon. The kid falling out of the mother's hands and hitting his head on the floor, that's not near the Nikon. That's not near the M50. That's not near the Canon either. The Canon, there was no Wi-Fi, nothing transferred. Crazy, nothing transferred. Today is the 15th, same letters, same numbers, the letter O in the alphabet. Crazy. When you see that type of chemistry or strategized information transferring, you don't expect nothing less. When I go to the car manufacturers, they showing up, but they not showing up like, you know what I mean? It's time to stop the madness. I'm on a bus and a baby hit their head, and and I'm around something like that in the neighborhood, start getting riled up, based on, aiming it at people that's not responding to the information well. They taking the information and throwing it at people that's not responding to, the demands of me being out of this situation. They throwing it at people. Like, how you going to just sit there like that, and he around people like that, and boom, trying to put them in jeopardy with the same type of chemistry. So, it's getting crazy, like, like a war zone. Because I'm not trying to sit here the whole time. Every effort I can make to get out of this situation, I'm making it. I'm making every effort to get out of this situation. And when I make every effort, anybody sitting here watching what's going on in luxury of the information just showing up real the whole time looks equally crazy when a baby hit his head on the bus and, the information start bogging down when people start aiming it at you. People start aiming it at you, and you got people that shot their brothers and, made money off of the videos that they made after they shot their brother. And then when they made the video, they split it up with their friends. And then all their friends got careers in the same order. That's crazy to be sitting around with all that circulating and boiling over because it's not real. It's all based on what's not real. That's why, I'm speaking on it, because if you start your career based on shooting your brother and making money off the video because you made a video off of shooting your brother, and then split it up with your friends, they got careers off, and the whole thing is not real. The whole thing is based on some fake, phony way of, building a career. It's not real. People believe it's real. They bought into the idea of shooting your brother being real, but it's not real. Every time you get to a new fork in the road, it's just not real every time. It perpetuates what's not real the whole time. Crazy. So click on the link. Donate. The link is above. I'm posting this at my YouTube channel, YouTube Corporation, and the link is above. It's 1000millionfoundation.com. You click on the link. You donate. You scroll down. It's a little yellow oval button. You click on the button, and it says how much you want to donate. You donate, put your credit card information in, and you donate like that. You don't keep waiting for me to come up with some new plan on getting out of here. Like you're not creating my situation, you creating resistance doing that. That's a crime, like you holding me captive. You participating in the same participation of the old neighborhood. The old neighborhood is doing that. You doing what the old neighborhood is doing. You listening to my videos and then figuring out how you're going to sabotage my interests, based on me getting myself to a better place. You in my way, you know what I mean? If you're not going to donate, then don't watch the video either, because I'm putting the videos out for people that's going to donate. I'm not putting the video out for people that's not going to donate so I can be in a better place. Why would I talk to people that's trying to, hold me down? Prevent me from getting out of this situation. Why would I do that? I'm not comfortable with this situation. The baby hit his head and I seen enough before anything else happened. But I tossed the Nikon before that happened. I tossed the M50 before that happened. I tossed all that. And when I didn't connect to Wi-Fi, the baby hitting his head not connected to Wi-Fi either. Crazy. So click on the link. Donate. You know what I'm saying? Peace. Dolla50. Subscribe and all that. You can subscribe at YouTube Corporation. Click on the link. Donate. Peace. Dolla50. 2G what it is. You already know.